My name is Mike Evans. I'm the Executive Vice President of UEC Holdings and the Vice President of United Electric here in Cincinnati, Ohio. United is a medium-sized contractor. We specialize in heavy commercial, institutional, heavy industrial, very strong in the automotive manufacturing, petrochemical, chemical plants. We're quite a diverse company.
How has your experience with the last project changed the way you think about the next project?
Makes me think that we're definitely heading in the right direction as far as prefab is concerned. I mean, this one's just so basic that it was a good starting off point, and now that we're developing into the what you guys look for in field guys, what field guys are looking for from prefab, can only get better. I think the next project, regardless of size, I think will be a lot smoother once we get the prefab shop more orientated the way you guys think it needs to be done. The conveyor system definitely sounds like it'll just speed everything up, mainstream, and pump stuff out. So I mean, not even just from jobs that we have, but like we were saying, for other contractors, things that we can just pump out for them and make on the business end. I can only see it being positive. So. Yeah. Oh, it saves so much time on labor in the field. I'm able to keep my guys on the tack, getting the stuff in the wall, which is the whole name of the project, and keep them off of having to spend their time knocking boxes out, putting connectors in. All that stuff is it's done. It's just goes right into the wall. So personally, for me, the time saving from having a journeyman spend all that time prefabbing stuff to just having an apprentice or someone else do it. Me personally, I love the whole idea of it. I mean, and the process of it, I can't complain about. So
yeah,
so it's only been positive on my end. And my opinion, I was one of those guys that complained about the prefab when it showed up on the job, and it just before I even opened the box, it's not going to work. But I've on this job, it's definitely improved from other projects I've been on. So. And that comes, a lot on your end. We can take an electrician and try to have him do it, but you're a lot more professional with the way you do it. You can find the easiest way to do it as well. So yeah, instead of having boxes of prefab that was unused and then trying to find a use for it on different jobs, we've pretty much got exactly what we need in the walls. With respect to the GC holding us back from certain things, so we'll have boxes of prefab, but it's all stuff that we can use. So. Along with the circuitry and all that stuff, I love that you guys give you a bill of material, everything you're going to need on the job, gives you counts and all that stuff. So really just mainstreams the whole process, lets us know what we need to order, everything. So.
Perfect. Yeah, you weren't involved in the prefab shop side of that thing, but the build sheets for the apprentices in the prefab shop.
Yes.
Yeah, how was that experience and how did that work out?
It was good. They're able to see exactly what style box needs to be in that slot. You guys had it on the Excel sheet, so it was like, you need this style box with this length MC going to this style box with this, and laid it out by circuit and made it a lot easier. It helped them understand it since they're still learning, so it helped them get familiar with it, and yeah, it improved everything definitely.
Awesome. So Chris, what's your experience been like with AECInspire to this point?
It's been great. It's been very fluid. Bouncing ideas off each other. It's like nothing I've ever seen. It's awesome.
Cool. So the project that we did together, how'd that go from the beginning through the prefab through the installation?
I've never seen anything like it. It's been great. We're ahead of schedule. It's just been an awesome experience, and we've learned a lot from all the conversations we've had.
How is the prefab today compared to maybe what the prefab process was like before we did that project together?
Oh, it's night and day. Before we would go out to a job, take measurements, talk with the guys in the field, come back and try to put something together, and now you have a blueprint of what you need to do and what prefab assemblies you need to do to get the job done.
How did the guys in the field, how receptive were they to this new approach and how it worked, I guess?
Oh, they were great, because not only did you have everything you needed right there, but you also had a print that said, okay, this goes here. I was able to put first years in the field, and they'd be successful with the layouts.
Awesome. What does this make you think about the next project upcoming and how you're going to tackle that one differently than before?
Well, it's been eye opening. It definitely puts me in the prefab perspective and where we can save efficiencies and just make it a better meshed job.
Yeah. I guess how has the functionality of the software, I know you're just getting up and running with it, but kind of what's your experience on, seeing it for the first time and getting to use it and click around? Is it?
It's a lot more user friendly than I thought it was going to be, because there's definitely a lot of information you can pull from it. But the way the stuff is connected and the way it gets you your bill of material is awesome. I don't know. It's great. So we had a job meeting Wednesday, and all the other trades are working overtime because they are 2 floors behind us. It's just they're kind of pissed. It's funny to see trades that are normally ahead of us struggling where we're succeeding with everything.
So where do you think percentage-wise, from a labor saving standpoint, where do you think you guys are at this point?
Right now, I'd say we're probably 40%, 30 to 40%.
Nice. What do you think you'd get out of it?
10. If we're being honest, 10.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're about 3 weeks ahead of schedule.
Nice.
First try.
Yep.
Awesome. So Mike, from the GM perspective, well, how has the AECInspire experience kind of changed the way you think about the operations?
It's been very enlightening, from everything from the beginning, taking the job off, to the design, to the installation. The time has been reduced overall. The efficiency levels are through the roof. There's a tremendous savings. There's hardly any waste at all. Again, it all equates to dollars and cents, putting a better product in.
How has the team adapted and adopted the new workflows and the changes?
I can tell you firsthand that the team has fully embraced it. In the very beginning, there was some a little bit of skepticism, I guess. Again, since we've started utilizing the program and software, working with your team, again, they've totally embraced it, and they see the value, and that's where the industry's going and where we as a organization need to be going.
How does this effort compare to the prior prefab efforts here at this shop?
It's day and night. From our experience, even from the methods of doing the prefab, from the calculations to the installation methods, there's a huge change. Just from the assembly makeups, the software programs have been able to help illustrate some of, again, it's all about efficiencies, and it's just improved our processes tremendously. So.
Awesome. What else? The first project that you did with AECInspire,
Yes, sir.
we started pretty small,
Correct.
right? And what were your expectations for labor savings, and kind of what have you seen through the first project?
The expectation, I guess, we were looking for a 10 to 15% expectation, but again, it's been tried and proven that we are anywhere from 20 to 30% efficiency increase. Again, our efficiencies go up, our costs keep going down. We have other crafts on the tray or on the project that are coming to us and asking us to slow down. And I'll be honest with you, currently we're running about 3 weeks ahead of schedule, even with a late start. So we're pushing now, we are taking control of the project. We are pushing the carpenters, the framers. We feel very good. We control the project. Now there's less anxiety, less stress. Now we're not worrying about being covered up by the other crafts.
Yeah. So. In the next project and future projects,
Yes.
How quickly do you expect to scale up and do more prefab? Like, kind of what's your thoughts on the future?
Myself and my team, I don't want to speak for them, but we are true believers. We have full intentions of maximizing our capacity and it's just going to open up way more doors for us. And it's going to make it easier to operate. We can allocate resources, better utilization of resources, and it creates more opportunities to chase more work.
Does the methodology and the experience here change the way? I mean, do you think you're going to be able to win more work? I mean, by doing this, a new approach?
Absolutely. And just because of the savings and what we've experienced on the first project, knowing those efficiencies, we can apply those to future projects, which will again reduce our overall cost and what we feel is risk, and we can be more competitive, and I'm sure we'll be awarded more projects.
Yeah.